big hello from me to you, and welcome back for the second part of a guide to the Warhammer 40,000 Crusade system by us here at Wooden Spoon Wargaming. In this video we'll be going through additional information about the Crusade card system, which we touched on in part 1, which is now in the link above. Also, requisition points. So, if you're ready, I'm ready. So a question was asked in the last video about what is meant by Crusade Appendix on page 327 of the main rulebook regarding Crusade. This covers split units, units which are deployed as one and then act independently, summoned units, combined units, and combat squads. So let's take them each individually and break them down into digestible chunks. Split units. Basically, split units are units that are bought. You buy one and then you can increase the unit multiple times. In most cases it's normally 1 to 3, 1 to 5, but once on the board these units are then deployed within 6 inches of each other. For example, the Carnifex and the Armiger Helverin, which have rules stating this, but then once turn 1 begins, these units then act independently. Because of this, these units all gain a Crusade card each, because they are in fact separate units, but they only take up 1 slot on the order of battle because they are bought as 1 unit. So because of this, if you are taking, say for example, a unit of 3 Carnifexes and you only want to include 2 in your army, it's not possible, I'm afraid, because the order of battle states that you have to take the complete unit. You need to take 3 and pay the power level from the battle for these units. This also affects predominantly units from the Tau Empire, where you'll buy a battlesuit, for example, and get the drones accompanying with it. Summoned units. Summoned units are those units which are brought onto the battlefield via abilities such as psychic powers, stratagems, and such. These units do not last past the battle. That's it. Once the battle is over, they're done with. So therefore, summoned units are not added to your order of battle, do not gain a Crusade card. Combat squads. Combat squad is a rule which enables you to split down equally a unit. Commonly, this is found in the Adeptus Astartes rules across multiple codex for them, where you'll get a 10-man squad and you can split it down equally into 2 units of 5. The split rule here does not apply to combat squads. The combat squads, even though they are 2 independent units, they are still 1 Crusade card, so both units can enjoy doing different agendas, doing different actions, but their experience, agenda total is all cumulative. So, but another benefit for this is both units have to be destroyed for you to take an out of action test. Combined units. What are combined units and what is meant by it? Combined units are those units which are merged together during the battle by means of an ability or a stratagem. They go from multiple units down to 1 single unit. It's important to note that battle traits that each individual unit has, once the units are combined, then become invalid unless all of the units which have been combined have the same battle traits or upgrades for the unit or abilities gained. But these units then act differently in the way that out of action tests are performed. All the units that made the combined unit have to be destroyed. All the models removed from the board. Then out of action tests are taken for every single unit which combined to form the bigger unit. If the combined unit which you have formed then goes on to complete an agenda, gains any combat tallies for units destroyed, this award of points is then given to the Crusade card of your choice of one of the units which formed the combined unit. These do not carry across to all the units which formed the combined unit. And now we come to requisition points. If you're reading along with the core rulebook, we're looking at pages 314 to 317. Requisition points. What are they? Requisition points are basically the currency for Crusade, which allows you to buy requisitions. All Crusade forces start with 5 requisition points when you are building your order of battle for the very first time. These requisition points then allow you to purchase requisitions. Requisitions are the way to upgrade your Crusade army through increasing the power level to purchasing warlord traits and relics, for example. Each requisition has a points cost associated with it. Once the requisition is bought, the cost of the requisition is removed from your requisition points total on your order of battle. Unless mentioned in the text section, there is no limit on the number of times a certain requisition can be bought. Even though you're starting with 5 requisition points when you start building your order of battle, this limit can increase. But there is a cap of 5 requisition points which you may save up and bank. Any additional ones over this limit are lost. So, how do you get requisition points? The standard way of gaining requisition points is by taking part in a battle, where forces from your order of battle will do battle across the tabletop. For every game which you take part in, you gain 1 requisition points, no matter the result, win, lose or draw. Certain missions, in the victory conditions section, you are able to gain more requisition points. Also, there are additional supplements which is coming out for the Crusade system, where you may be able to gain requisition points. A special note now on relics and warlord traits, which have been mentioned before. Crusade differs from match play rules in that no model in your order of battle is granted a relic or a warlord trait for free. Requisitions have to be bought in order to give characters, relics and warlord traits. See page 316 in the core rulebook for this. In some codexes and publications, command points can be used for stratagems in order to give additional models a warlord trait, a relic. These, in the Crusade scheme, cannot be used. Named and special characters appear in most codexes, bringing the lore of the stories to the tabletop. One good example of this is Magnus Calgar of the Ultramarines. If he is included in your order of battle, then he would be assigned Adept of the Codex Warlord trait automatically, as he does not have the ability to be given a random one, or for you to choose one. Named characters can have the Warlord trait which they are associated with. This does not prevent any other character within your order of battle, once you have paid for the requisition, to be given the same Warlord trait. Given the vastness of this game and the system planning, there was always going to be a slight anomalies popping up and a few hiccups, as the phrase goes, and this actually appears now in the form of Imperial and Chaos Knights. Imperial Knights and Chaos Knights detachments both have the ability, through Knight Lances and Traitorous Lances, to give a model a character keyword, but this does not apply freely in Crusade armies. The only method by which an Imperial Knight or Chaos Knight can be given the character keyword is by purchasing a requisition. This requisition is called the Specialist Reinforcement Requisition. It can be found on page 316 of the core rulebook. This will then allow you to use either the Exalted Court or the Tyrannical Court stratagems from either codexes. However, by using one of these stratagems will only result in the next model gaining the character keyword. It will still not be granted a Warlord trait or have the ability to take a relic, because you get nothing for free. In Crusade, you'll need to pay for them both using Requisitions. And now, a quick guide on the Requisitions that can be found in the core rulebook. If you're reading along with me, we're looking on page 316 and 317. So these Requisitions, which we are now going to go over, are just the ones from the core rulebook. There have been additional ones coming out in Codex supplements and also Crusade supplements. Increase supply limit 1 RP, requisition point. When you purchase this requisition at any time, increase your Crusade's forces supply limit by 5 power. This is the one that I've used the most so far because it means more toys in your army. Fresh recruits. Purchase this requisition at any time. Select one unit from your order of battle, but you can't include characters, vehicles and monsters. When doing this, this unit which you've selected has to have a Crusade card. You cannot choose a unit that has achieved the battle hardened, heroic or legendary rank. You rank up by gaining experience, by completing tasks, agendas, by killing stuff. More on this in the next video. Add any number of additional models to that unit, up to the maximum listed on the data sheet. So, for example, you've got 5 intercessors, the maximum squad is 5, plus up to 5, so you now have a squad of 10. You then must increase its Crusade points by 1 if its power rating has gone from 10 or less to 11 or more. This is a favourite of mine, Rearm and Resupply. Purchase this requisition at any time, 1 requisition point. Select one unit from your order of battle that has a Crusade card. You can change any war gear options the model has. So for example, you're going from the standard bolt rifle on the Intercessor to the auto bolt rifle. But you can't do this if the power rating of the unit would change or the weapon has been upgraded already. Repair and Recuperate. I've had to use this already. 1 requisition point. Purchase this requisition either before or after a battle. Select one Crusade card from your order of battle that has 1 or more battle scars. Select one of these units' battle scars and remove it from the Crusade card. And you then need to increase the Crusade points by 1. Psychic Meditations. Purchase this requisition either before or after the battle. Select one Psyker that you have. So for example, in our Space Marine one, we have a Space Marine Librarian who knows the standard smite power plus 2 additional ones. So for 1 requisition point, you're able to meditate and choose new psychic powers as per the rules on each Psyker's datasheet for selecting psychic powers. And now we go on to some of the requisitions which we've talked about before. Starting off with 1 requisition point, Specialist Reinforcements. Purchase this requisition when you add a Crusade card to your order of battle. If there is a stratagem that could upgrade this unit or give it either better characteristic profiles and or abilities, you can use that stratagem to upgrade that unit for free, even if you would not normally have access to such stratagem unless your army includes a specific detachment. Make a note of the upgrades afforded by the stratagem on the unit's Crusade card. Add 1 to the Crusade points total for each command point that the stratagem would have cost. So, plus 1 Crusade point if the stratagem would have cost 1 command point. 3 Crusade points if it would have cost 3. This upgrade is permanent and cannot be removed or changed. You cannot use this requisition to give a character a relic or a warlord trait. And you cannot use stratagems that upgrade the unit to be a part of a specialist detachment. Warlord trait. Now this is important, I believe. Warlord trait, 1 requisition point. Purchase this requisition when you add a Crusade card for a character unit to your order of battle, or when a character in your order of battle gains a rank. You can give that character 1 warlord trait even if they're not your warlord in battle. This character is only considered your warlord for the purposes of this trait. This must still be a warlord trait it can have Any warlord can have the Inspiring Leader Warlord trait, which is an aura and can be seen on page 316 of the rulebook. The warlord trait given to your character should then be marked on its Crusade card. Crusade point should be added, +1 normally, but +2 if the character has a Titanic keyword, for example Imperial and Chaos Knights. This warlord trait is permanent to this Crusade card and cannot be removed or changed. No model can have more than one warlord trait, and the same warlord trait cannot be included more than once by any model in your order of battle. Unless, of course, referring to earlier, you have a named character which voids this rule. Relics, 1 requisition point. Again, differing from match play rules, the relics are bought using requisition points. Purchase this requisition when you add a Crusade card for a character unit to your order of battle, or when a character unit in your order of battle gains a rank. You can give one character model in that unit one relic, excluding Crusade relics found within the rulebook and publications. This must still be a relic it can have normally, and it cannot be a relic that replaces a weapon this character is equipped with if the weapon has already been upgraded. Again, +1 Crusade point, or +2 Crusade points if the character is Titanic. This upgrade is permanent to the unit and cannot be removed or changed. No model can have more than one relic, and the same relic cannot be included more than once on any model in your order of battle. So, thank you very much for making it this far in my bite-sized guide to the Crusade system of Warhammer 40,000. Any questions? Just please leave a comment below and I'll get back to you. If you like what I'm doing with these videos and our channel, please hit the sub button. It really makes us feel like we're loved. And the bell button for notifications. We're found across varying social media platforms. These are now being shown on screen. So until next time and the next video, take care and goodbye.